Shalom, all praise to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Wadaj, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching His truth that's gone all around the earth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, it's your brother Atazawan Bayath back at it with another quick lesson, all right? And saw this article here. It came out a couple days ago. And as it would happen, I think it was last week maybe, I put out or did maybe two lessons or so. I can't remember. Dealing with the modern day woman, right? Particularly you Israelite women, all right? So here, anyway, we have an article from New York Post, right? And it says, my Costco boss body shamed my clothing, but I was following our dress code. So this woman is an employee at Costco, and apparently they have a dress code there. Maybe you have to wear, I don't know, the colors that she's in, or maybe, you have to have pants. I don't know what their dress code is, all right? But if you look at this picture, this young woman happens to be rather attractive, right? But see, this is why brothers get on you women out there, right? You Israelite women. And once again, let me preface it and say, all right, not you sisters in the truth, okay? Because as you continue to follow the faith, right, in the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you understand how you are supposed to present yourself. Now, when you're in a situation of work, there's some things you can't avoid. That's understandable, right? Because we're still in captivity. But when you look at these pictures of her, and you see that she has her phone, and she's taking pictures of herself in this particular uniform, if you will, let's call it that, right? Their dress code. You can see how tight her clothes are, okay? You can see that she has a collared shirt on, it's unbuttoned, right? She took a side profile of her what? Her big ass, right? And she posted this on TikTok. You see? Now, apparently, her bosses said that her clothing was inappropriate, right? That you can't walk around the store like this. Even in my job, they've gotten on women for wearing clothes that are too revealing, all right, or too suggestive. Okay, let's just put it mildly, right? But anyway, you can see she got the baby hair going, all slicked back. She got the eyebrows all arched. You know what I mean? She's all dolled up to go to work. Now, what is this for? It's for attention. Okay, point blank. If you go to work, right, you're going to be walking around all kinds of people, all kinds of men, and so on and so forth. So you're actually looking for that attention, right? You can say that you're not, but you are. When you look at yourself in the mirror, whether something actually fits right for you, depending on what, the occasion is. If you're going to work, you shouldn't be wearing body tight clothes like this, all right? So we'll get into the article. I'm not going to make this a real long thing, okay? And it says here in the caption underneath her picture, Asia Mason claims her management told her to wear bigger clothes to work so that her male co-workers wouldn't be distracted. And I don't work at Costco, but I would agree with that, okay? Because nobody needs to see every intricate curve of your body. All right, now you don't know, I don't know if she's got a husband or a man or whatever. I don't see any ring on her or whatever the case may be. She may be a single woman, but even in that, you don't want to put everything on display. I mean, for goodness sake, let some things be a mystery, All right? So anyway, let's read a little bit of this article. I'm going to get 2 scriptures and we'll be done, right? It says here, Costco employee claims management reprimanded her for work attire that was, quote, too much for her male co-workers, even though they allegedly admitted she was following the store's dress code, right? So that may have been just maybe the colors, maybe the fact she had to have a collared shirt, maybe she had to have on pants, okay, whatever their dress code is. And it goes on here to say, New Jersey resident Asia Mason posted videos to her social media. And see, once again, that goddamn social media shit, okay? And these fucking cell phones, you know, pardon my French, but, you know, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people thinking that everybody has to see, know everything that you're doing, particularly you women, because I see you. I'm pretty much in the street all day, working, okay, and driving, and I see you women totally. And I'm not saying men don't do it, but a lot of you women are just totally distracted. That car doesn't move unless you're looking down at your phone. You see? But anyway, that's another topic for another time. New Jersey resident Asia Mason posted videos to her social media last week after she claimed her higher-ups body shamed her and told her she needed to wear bigger clothes due to her apparently distracted curves. And that's true. All right? Not only that, but if you're dealing with customers, you're going to distract the customers. You know? So going on in the article, it says, so I'm borderline pissed, quote, end quote, Mason said in a viral TikTok. See, everything that goes on in your life in this generation, you women have to put it on some kind of damn social media site. You know, you just can't let things be. You just can't handle things when they come up and just deal with it. You got to let the whole world know. Mason claimed that Costco's personal appearance policy includes a polo and dress shirt or jeans with no rips. Okay, so that's their dress code. All right, so that's why she's got the collared shirt on. But as you can see, the collared shirt is not buttoned up. If it had a few more buttons going down, she would have had that open. You know what I'm saying? Look at her tight pants. Right? Oh, man, let's see here. Let's go down here to the next paragraph. It says, the outfit in question was a tight red polo with gray rib knit cloth pants that Mason called dress pants. I don't get it. Quote, I don't get it like I'm following dress code, but because I might have people following me around at work, right, which is what you wanted, how is it my fault? It is your fault, because you should know better, you know, to walk around with tight-fitting clothes like that, you know. I would say, okay. Going on, she says, she said in the clip that was more than 1.6 million views, which is why she did it. Okay? For views, for likes. You see? Mason continued in an Instagram video. Okay, so now she went from TikTok to Instagram. Quote, and I'm not being dramatic, but you pulled me away from doing my job to tell me that I had the wrong type of body to wear the clothes that I'm wearing. As if she can't understand that. She knew that from the beginning because she's staring at herself in the mirror to take the pictures. I have on regular dress pants and your excuse was the men in the tire shop and the boys keep stopping and looking at me. That's not my fault, she ranted. You don't know the type of hell I had to go through my whole life just for how I look. Mason continued, you don't know what type of mental trauma, and see, you know, when you have a situation like this, and again, I'll say, not all women, but see, women always want to play the victim. like somebody is doing something to them and they have to pay the cost. No, you know what you're doing when you leave the house. You know what you're wearing when you leave the house. Okay? You don't know what type of mental trauma I might have from having to be misunderstood for me to come to where to hear, oh, you have the wrong body type to wear the right clothes, though. I don't too much understand that. Let me read it again. You don't know what type of mental trauma I might have from having to be misunderstood for me to come to where to hear, oh, you have the wrong body type to wear the right clothes, though, because I'm in dress code. All right, that's probably a misprint. But look at this. All right. Now, here you are taking photos, and it looked like you're in the company bathroom doing it. All right, but you're taking pictures of your behind in tight pants to post on social media, and you don't know why your management told you that your clothes are too tight, and it's distracting, right? So anyway, let me get a couple of what I have. One definition, okay? And the definition that I looked up is seductive, all right? And it says tempting and attractive, enticing. So when you put on tight shirts, tight pants, and you know you built, okay, for a woman, all right, that, hey, man, you know, to a man, yeah, that's attractive. And it may be distracting. But you know you're doing it with that intent because you want the attention, okay? And you went on various social media sites to post your pictures and then try to act like you don't know why your higher-ups at your job are tripping, all right? So anyway, definition here says seductive is an adjective and describes the fascinating magnetic pull that someone or something has, an attractive quality that tempts you in some way, right? So, in looking at that, now I don't know if, again, it doesn't state whether she's a married woman or a handsome man or whatever, but what happens is what? Men see that, and men who may not be, you know, in control of themselves begin to lust after you, which once again is what a lot of these modern day women want, okay? You see? Going on, it says a seductive person catches your eye and won't let it go, right? So that's seductive. And her photos, that was the whole intent. Like I said, you know, got her hair all done in the back, you know, hanging down, got a baby hair going. You know what I mean? That's no accident. You did this on purpose. You see? Ecclesiasticus 26:9, it says, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. Okay? When you look at her, you can't tell me, when you look at her, that she does not know what she's doing. And if she walked past me, I would already know what her intent was with those clothes and so on. Okay? And really getting tired of these women, these modern day women, putting on this act like they have done nothing wrong. You see? But there's going to come a time where women like this, if you don't straighten up, you're going to be ravished. Okay? Look that word up. This is Proverbs 31. Let's go to the top, I believe. Salakia, right here. Proverbs 31:10, and it reads, who can find a virtuous woman for a price as far above rubies? The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her, right? So if you had a woman who's going to work dressed like that, do you really trust her? So that she shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar. And you can almost see that, if a man want to talk to her, he gonna have to come with it. He gonna have to have a bag for her. Okay. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She considereth a field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planteth the vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands on the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. She stretcheth out her hand to the poor, yea, she reaches for her hand to the needy. She is not afraid of the snow of her household. Slaka. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the way of her of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excelleth them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, Yahweh, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates, right? So when you have a woman that knows how to conduct herself, knows how to treat her husband, right? Won't put him to shame, won't put her family to shame or her house to shame, knows how to work, doesn't complain, keeps quiet, does what she needs to do, right? Can also help her husband and bring forth maybe a little income in the house, all right? Does all the things that a woman should do for her husband and for her family. You see, that's a virtuous woman. A woman who will not put herself to shame, won't put her husband to shame, her house to shame, her children, okay? And you modern day women, this is your attitude. There's no virtuosity with that. All right? When everything has to be on display. Okay? And you don't understand that you bring shame to your man. Like, what was that movie? I can't remember. Where the guy said, every time I go with her somewhere, I got to end up in a fight. Okay? So the modern day end-up, your intentions are wrong. Okay? This is Proverbs 12:4. Here again it says, a virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones. That's right. Because he always got to be worried about you because you're doing too much, right? You want to be seen. You want to hear all the cat calls and they try to act like you don't like it. But see, in the modern day era, everything is about likes. Everything is about subscribers, friends, followers, okay? You're too self-absorbed, okay? And beauty is a vain thing. It'll fade. Okay? So with that, I'll end the lesson right there, giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. All right? Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, okay? And so that you can get something out of it, for all of the sisters, be as beautiful as you are, right? But if you're married and have a man, let him see all your curves and not everybody else.